A saint or an executioner? The soldier who pierced the heart of Jesus to ensure his death and was cured of his vision problem. He recognized Jesus as the Son of God, converted, was persecuted, and eventually became a saint. Today he helps everyone find lost things. You probably already know who I'm talking about. But if you're still unsure, here's another clue. Those who find lost things thank him by hopping 3 times. Yes, it's him, Saint Longinus. Discover now 10 curiosities about the life of the saint. 10. The transformation of the executioner. During the crucifixion of Jesus, Roman soldiers had the custom of breaking the legs of the crucified to hasten their death, as it impeded breathing. However, when they approached Jesus, they realized he was already dead and, therefore, did not break his legs. The soldier Longinus, often associated with the spear in Jesus' chest, is called Longino in some traditions. He was struck in the face by the blood and water that gushed from Jesus' chest and ended up regaining his vision. 9. Conversion and recognition. After piercing Jesus' chest and witnessing the events that followed, he was deeply disturbed and recognized that Jesus was the Son of God. This recognition implies a profound change in his spiritual understanding and an acceptance of Jesus' divinity. As a result of his spiritual transformation, Longinus would have abandoned the Roman army. This act symbolizes a break from his military past and a choice to follow a path of faith. Upon leaving the army, Longinus converted to Christianity. His experience witnessing the events related to Jesus' crucifixion would have been the catalyst for this conversion. After his conversion, he chose to live a monastic life and became a monk in the region of Caesarea, which is now located in Turkey. The choice of a monastic life typically involves withdrawing from the secular world to dedicate oneself to prayer, spiritual reflection, and service to God. 8. Martyrdom and unwavering faith. After being discovered and reported to Pontius Pilate, Longinus was arrested and accused of deserting the Roman army, indicating the severe consequences that his spiritual choice brought to his life. He underwent tortures, including the removal of teeth and cutting of the tongue. These cruelties aimed to test his faith and make him renounce his Christian convictions. However, despite the terrible trials, Longinus remained steadfast in his faith, demonstrating remarkable spiritual resilience in the face of adversity. The decision not to return to the army, even in the midst of torture, shows Longinus's determination to maintain his new identity as a Christian, refusing to compromise his religious principles. The account culminates in the martyrdom of Longinus, who was beheaded for his faith. 7. Canonization Process. The canonization process is the official procedure by which the Catholic Church recognizes a person as a saint. In the case of Saint Longinus, this process had a remarkable twist. Initially, the formal canonization process began, but over the centuries, the related documents were lost, creating a significant obstacle. The situation changed when Pope Sylvester II intervened. He made a special petition for the intercession of Saint Longinus to help find the lost documents. Intercession refers to the practice of asking a saint to intercede with God on behalf of a person or cause. Mysteriously and notably, after this intercession, the lost documents were recovered, allowing the canonization process of Saint Longinus to continue. The discovery of the lost documents, attributed to the intercession of Saint Longinus, is often seen as a divine sign and a crucial element for the subsequent canonization of the saint. The fact that Saint Longinus was canonized almost 1,000 years later highlights the complexity and, at times, the length of the canonization process. This time span also suggests that devotion and veneration to Saint Longinus endured over the centuries, even before his official canonization. 6. Saint Longinus and popular tradition. Devotion to Saint Longinus extends beyond formal religious practices and permeates popular culture. Besides being invoked in times of distress to find lost objects, he is also revered as a powerful intercessor in various situations. Many people turn to Saint Longinus in times of need, seeking his intervention in personal, familial, or health-related matters. This popular devotion underscores the lasting influence and ongoing importance of Saint Longinus in people's spiritual lives. 5. Saint Longinus, the finder of lost objects. Saint Longinus, in addition to his story of conversion, martyrdom, and canonization, is also popularly known as the finder of lost objects. This aspect of his devotion is associated with his short stature during his time in the Roman army. His low height granted him agility in tight spaces, which, in turn, led to his reputation for finding lost items. The tradition of invoking Saint Longinus to find lost objects is particularly notable in Brazil. Many people turn to him in moments of distress when they have lost something important. A common practice is to seek the help of Saint Longinus, giving 3 little jumps as a sign of gratitude if the lost objects are found. This gesture of thanks is a way to express belief in the saint's intercession and show joy for the recovery of the missing items. 4. Patron of treasure hunters. In addition to being invoked as the finder of lost objects, Saint Longinus is also considered the patron saint of treasure hunters. This association stems from the tradition that he found the greatest treasure of all by recognizing the divinity of Jesus during the crucifixion. Treasure hunters often seek the intercession of Saint Longinus for success in their quests for valuable artifacts or hidden treasures. 3. The connection with the sacred weapon. In addition to the spear that was purportedly used to pierce the chest of Jesus, Saint Longinus is also associated with a different sacred weapon. In some traditions, he is mentioned as the Roman soldier who used the spear to pierce the side of Jesus, resulting in the emission of blood and water. This spear has become an important relic in Christian history, with various churches and pilgrimage sites claiming its possession. 2. Celebration date and relic. The celebration of Saint Longinus Day varies in different regions of the world. In Brazil, the commemorative date is on March 15th, while in Eastern Europe, it is celebrated on October 16th. These variations in dates may be associated with different local traditions, liturgical practices, or specific events in the saint's life. A relic associated with Saint Longinus is mentioned in the description. The city of Neomostra on the island of Chiloé houses a church that claims to possess a relic that many believe to be the spear of Saint Longinus. This spear, according to tradition, would have been the same one that pierced the Sacred Heart of Jesus during the crucifixion. Relics play a significant role in the veneration of saints in the Catholic tradition. They can be physical objects related to the saint's life, such as parts of their body, clothing, or items associated with important events in their history. Relics are considered sacred and are often venerated as a means of seeking the saint's intercession in prayers and requests. 1. Holy water as a sacred relic. During the crucifixion of Jesus, Saint Longinus pierced the chest of Christ with a lance, resulting in the emission of blood and water. According to tradition, this water was considered holy and miraculous due to its divine origin. It is believed to have acquired special properties, becoming known as Longinus water. This water became a revered sacred relic in some Christian communities. It is believed that its blessing has the power to protect against evil, purify, and grant special graces to the faithful. Thus, holy water is often used in religious rituals, such as sprinkling during liturgical ceremonies, individual blessings, and even in the protection of homes and sacred places. Over the centuries, this sacred relic has been the object of devotion and veneration, demonstrating the profound spiritual and cultural influence of Saint Longinus. Its association with holy water highlights not only the importance of relics in Catholic tradition but also the belief in divine intercession and spiritual protection provided by venerated saints. The story of Saint Longinus is a powerful tale of spiritual transformation and sacrifice that endures through the centuries. Originating as a Roman executioner during the crucifixion of Jesus, he became a fervent follower after witnessing the miraculous events associated with Christ's death. His journey not only led him to abandon the army and convert to Christianity but also subjected him to cruel tortures and eventually martyrdom for his unwavering faith. The popular devotion to Saint Longinus, as the finder of lost objects, highlights the belief in divine intercession and reflects his enduring influence over the centuries. His story also underscores the complexity of the canonization process and the significance of relics in Catholic tradition. Ultimately, the life of Saint Longinus is an inspiring testimony to the human capacity for spiritual transformation and the strength of faith even in the face of the darkest adversity. Thank you for coming along on this journey, and until the next story.